are so excited to get started this morning. Amber, are you ready to go? Happy Saturday, you guys. I am so excited to see all of you on here. Why don't you go ahead and put in the chat where you are from, where you're watching us. I'm gonna unmute my guest. And Amber, I just tried to start your video. Yay, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Oh my gosh, the chat's blowing up. I love it. Okay, you guys, we're going to just jump in and get started because we definitely only want this to last 30 to 40 minutes. But my name is Amy Spence, and I am an ambassador diamond with It Works Global. I've been a part of the company for 6.5 years, you guys. I was a former school counselor, and you know, the company kind of just fell in my lap. I was introduced to Ali Antonacci. She's also an ambassador diamond, and she stayed consistent with me for 7 months, asking me to join the business. And you know, I just told her no. I was too busy. I didn't have the time. I had a lot going on. My our daughter was 2 years old, and I just kept telling her no. But you know, I kept watching her, and I watched her change her life. And I'm just, you know, eventually I said yes. Let's do it. And the rest is kind of history, you guys. So I promoted to Ambassador Diamond in 13 months, and you know, our team exploded. It exploded fast. And if you're going to be in It Works for a while, and this is going to be a career for you, whether it's a part-time career, full-time career, you know, you're going to see the highs, the lows, and all of that. And I wish I could, you know, talk to you guys, you know, in detail about the last 6.5 years because it's been crazy. But I will tell you, my business has been brought back to life with Host to Post, and I feel so strongly about this system. I have been so loud about what I am doing and what my team is doing because I know that this can help anyone. Anyone can do this system. It is so easy. It is so fun. And it is just, you know, opened so many doors for me. And I'm going to get into a little bit later. I'm going to start talking to you about my experience and my journey with it. But, you know, I want you to know that success leaves clues. And that is something someone told me right when I joined, that, you know, you copy the right cat and success leaves clues. And so I got started really getting into Host to Post because of Rachel Jones and Amanda, and they, you know, they inspired me to really dive into this system and be consistent. Because I will tell you, I tried Host to Post for about 2 years, off and on, and I was that person that said, Host to Post does not work for me. I do not want to do it. It's, you know, I would try and then I wouldn't enroll anybody. And so if you've been there, I want to know in the chat right now, if you tell me right now, you know, Amy, I tried Host to Post a year ago or 2 years ago. It doesn't work for me. I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to go back to what I know works. And that was me, you guys. But I will tell you, what I found out is that I was not actually doing Host to Post, okay? I thought I was, but I wasn't. So before I get started, you know, talking about the organization and the systems and all of that, to really introduce you guys to Host to Post in general, I have a very special guest with me on today, and it is Amber Lizarraga, and she is a double diamond in my organization, and she joined, she joined It Works in February of 2015. And I just kind of want you guys to hear from her. She's going to share a little bit more in depth about her journey, and we're just going to get to know Amber a little bit. Amber, talk to us, girl.
Thank you so much for having me. I really am like so honored to be on this right now. And it's so exciting from what has happened last month. And so I get so excited about this. But like Amy said, I'm Amber Lizarraga. I joined the company February 2015. And, you know, my first year, I would say, in the business was on fire. I was excited. I was telling all of my warm market, you know, how I love these products. And I promoted, in my opinion, you know, pretty quick. I went diamond in 3 months, and that was totally eye-opening to me because when I first started, I had no idea what I was getting myself into with this. And so, you know, really bringing in a second income was amazing. You know, I still work full time, and I will say this. So I promoted really fast, first 3 months. It took me a full year to go double, a little over a year. And I was pregnant. I was pregnant with my second child. And I promoted to double in, let's see, It was May of 2016. 10 days later, I had my little boy. And I think a lot of people feel this, especially if you've been, well, just in life in general, but if you've been with this company for a while, you know, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be different chapters in your life. And that was a new chapter for me. Now, a mom of two at home, trying to, you know, run a schedule and work this business all at the same time. It was a lot. And life happened. And, you know, within 4 months, I lost my rank. I lost double and I was devastated. And I can remember saying to myself, I will never lose diamond. I'll never lose diamond. I'll stay at diamond. And then within 7 months, I was paid as emerald. Within 10 months, I was paid as ruby. And it was really hard. Let me say this. There was so many times that I almost quit. And I know that so many people have felt like that. And I look back on it and there was always something that pulled me back, whether it was a Zoom that Amy did or a corporate call, or I've never missed conference. I went to my first green carpet last year, whether it was something like that that just relit my fire and brought me back. And I am so thankful that it did, because I look at where I'm at now and I wouldn't be here if I quit. Y'all just have to remember that there's always going to be ups and downs, and you'll never be on top of your mountain again if you quit. So keep going, keep pushing.
So Amber, let me ask you, I love your story, and I love that you didn't quit. I think loyalty is one of my favorite things about this company. So let me ask you real quick, it's no secret, y'all, she started the system of host to post. So I know that you've always dabbled a little bit in host to post here and there, kind of like me. When did you start really putting this system that we're going to talk to them about today? When did you start really, getting organized with host to post, start really utilizing the trackers and start realizing that, it's you having to be consistent every day for it to work?
So I have my first tracker right here in front of me, and it was March 4th that I did the first day of tracking. And it changed everything, because I know I told you this. I was the person who was very overwhelmed with the idea of host to post. That was the reason of my ups and downs and my starting it and not finishing it. But I would get a couple host to post up, get tons of comments, and just be completely overwhelmed with the idea of getting more host to post up. And so I actually dabbled in host to post a little over a year ago, and I can remember, I think it was like February, March, and April of 2019. I was pretty consistent with host to post, and I enrolled the most customers and distributors that I ever have being with this company. And then I can remember, oh, well, that was good. That was a good run. I was thankful for that, but it's not working for me anymore. And so whenever I jumped on a Zoom that you did, it was probably towards the end of February of this year. And I can remember you talking about how the thoughts of host to post doesn't work for me, it works for them, isn't true. It's just that you aren't really doing host to post. And I listened to that Zoom and I was like, you know what? Okay, if I'm going, I was paid as Ruby, guys.
Oh, I hope we didn't lose you. I think we lost her. Okay, well, she's going to come back. Oh, there she is. There she is.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, there were months that I really struggled to even maintain Ruby. And starting this tracker on March 4th, from March till the end of April, I'm now paid as double diamond. Like, it's insane. It's so insane what you can do when you really track what you're doing every day.
What were you, before we get started, before I ask her this question, I want you guys to know that we do have an income disclosure statement that we are very proud of. We honor it, and, it is in our eSuite for you to view. I know that you'll see lots of leaders putting it on their pictures, because we are very proud of that statement. And while Amber may have these results, that is just the average, that, like the income disclosure statement says. So I want to put that out there. But Amber, tell me real quick, what were you paid as in February when you went to conference? Do you remember?
Ruby.
Ruby.
Yeah, I was Ruby when we went to conference. Yep.
Okay, and then so when did you heard me talk, you heard how excited I was because I'm your ambassador, I'm an upline, but really what made you commit? Because it is a commitment because you probably didn't put up your first 10 host to post and on your first day get 10 enrollments, right?
No,
Yeah,
not at all. So can y'all hear me okay? Can you?
yes, I can hear you, girl.
Okay. So like I said, I'm looking here on my trackers that I did, and I would highlight when people would actually place an order. So it took a good 8 days for me to actually get my first enrollment. And I definitely rethought it. I was like, well, you know what? This isn't working for me. But that excitement of that first, and then the next day it was 3, and the next day it was 4. And then I was like, you know what? My goal, okay, 1 a day. I'm going to have 1 enrollment a day. That was my goal. And it totally exploded from there, though, because just the trickle effect of constantly renewing your friend list, bringing in new blood to your network every single day. They may not order on day 1, but they may order on day 30. So
I love that. And from February or from March when you started to the end of April, you have tripled your enrollments, have you not?
I would say more than tripled.
Yeah,
Yes,
guys,
absolutely.
I just want you guys to know that Amber personally enrolled somebody on April 1st, and she, through Host to Post, she got her team started right away with Host to Post, and that distributor went from, being a distributor April 1st to the end of the month, April, she was paid as an emerald, and she's on her track to promoting to diamond this month. So it is crazy. And now for all of you guys who are probably like, brand new and you're like, oh my gosh, what is the tracker? What is this organization? What is Host to Post? I kind of want to go into that a little bit more. So I explain Host to Post to my team as a virtual party. Okay, so when Amber and I joined back in the day, it feels like so long ago, but when we joined, the first thing we said was, let's get in the living room with 10 of your best friends, or ask your best friend to host a party for you and 10 of her coworkers. And that's what we did, you guys. In my first 13 months of my business, when I was running to the top, I remember counting this one day, and I hosted over 137 parties. 137 parties at people's houses. I know some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, that gives me anxiety. I don't even want to think about doing that, doing that in-person stuff. Social media now is such a big part of, 2020, 2019. It's just a big part of everybody, right? Everyone's on social media. Every company's on social media. So I think of Host to Post as a virtual party. If you're brand new, I always have my distributors write a list of 10 to 15 people that are close to them. You're not asking them to support you in ways of becoming a customer or, even hosting an in-home party. You're just going to give them a post, and I'll go over kind of the 3 different types of posts that we post. So hopefully you've got some notebook out and some paper, because we're going to get into this. But you're just going to ask them to put up a post for you, and you're going to give them a product post, and they're going to, when they put that post up, their network is going to see it. And so it's almost like you meeting their friends, because their friends are going to comment on it. They're going to want more information, and you are going to then, become friends with their friends on social media and send them the information about the product. What I love what Amber said is that they may not join you on day 1. But if you're doing your job correctly as a It Works distributor, you are going to be posting about how much you love these products. You are going to post corporate approved before and afters. Holy cow, we have so many awesome corporate approved before and afters. And I love what corporate has done, where they have put them in this, like, the template for our before and afters are so clean, and they're just so pretty to me. So you're going to be posting those. You're going to be posting about how excited you are that, you finally joined this opportunity, and you're just excited about life. And because I will tell you, people want to be around positivity. They want to be around excitement. And so if you're doing your job correctly on social media, then you are going to be able to close the deal on these new friends that you're making. So It's my job today to kind of talk to you guys about how to get organized with Host to Post, because like Amber said, Host to Post can be so overwhelming. It can be so overwhelming, but the goal of Host to Post, I truly believe, is not to only have enrollments on the spot, because those are going to come. Those are going to come. For me, I started this system on February 16th. 8 days later, I was, enrolled. I had my first enrollment. For some, it may take longer. Ambassador Diamond, Ashley Renau, her and I are accountability partners, and she started the exact same day that I did, and she wanted to quit after 14 days, y'all. 14 days, she wanted to quit. And within those 14 days, she called me on day 14, and she was seeing the success I was already having for a week. And she called me and she said, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to go back to what I know works. And I said, no, you're not. And you know why I told her that, you guys? Because she made a commitment. And let's talk about committing to Host to Post. Really committing to anything. If you make a promise to yourself, which I'm going to ask you guys to do after this Zoom, if you make a promise to yourself to get up at least 10 Host to Post a day, or maybe your number is 7 Host to Post a day, okay? Then you need to do that for 30 days. I heard Rachel Hollis say in June last summer at her conference, if you make a promise to yourself and you break it, then who can you make a promise to? So if you guys are going to really take on this 10-day challenge that corporate is doing, which is amazing, then you're going to find a number for yourself and you're going to commit to that number, and we're going to do it. And I want you to shout from the rooftops at the end of 30 days and tell us all how Host to Post has changed your business. So I told Ashley, you better get back on it. You're not quitting. And by day 15 or 16, she was enrolling like crazy. She had tripled her numbers in almost 30 days. Tripled, okay? And we all got to Amber got to Double Diamond, I got to Ambassador Diamond, Ashley Renau got to Ambassador Diamond as being steps to success people. Our 6 loyal customers a month and our 3 distributors. That's amazing. Those are our steps to success. And you're going to teach your organization to do that, and you're going to watch the duplication and the growth. But I wanted more. This year has been all about more since we left conference, and I wanted more. And that's why I committed to Host to Post. So the answer to some of y'all asking, I truly believe the answer is to 10 Host to Post a day, okay? I feel like that is the lucky number, and I feel like that is the goal that everyone should have. Because if I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys, there are some days in April, I think I counted back, and there were like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 days, you guys. I think it was 5 or 6 that I did not get 10 Host to Post up a day. I did not get 10. But you know what? That was my goal every day, but sometimes life happens. So I like to, tell my team the goal needs to be 10. And then if if there are days where you don't get 10, don't beat yourself up about it. Because the cool thing is when you have a 3-ring binder with all your trackers, you're going to know exactly where you left off that day. So it's okay if you wake up that day and you're like, oh my gosh, I only got 7, I only got 7 up. I should have asked more people, but you know what? Life happened. We're all crazy right now. Especially if you're moms right now, even dads, we're all wearing so many hats right now. So give yourself grace, but that is the number that I think is the gold number. Amber, do you believe that is the gold number as well?
Sorry, I
need to. Yeah, you're okay.
I'm good. Yes, 10 is the number. And just like Amy said, there's days where I may only get 8 up, but the next day I'm going to try to shoot for 12. But I also don't get upset with myself. I'm not going to linger over the fact if I did not get 10 up, but that is my goal every single day, and I'm going to try my hardest.
And I love that you said that, because I will tell you, if you stay committed, you guys, we never run out of people. So I started February 16th. I'm now 2.5 months in, you guys, and I don't get overwhelmed anymore, and I don't get stressed out. I never run out of people, because I am doing this every single day. There's not one day that has gone by that I haven't gotten at least 5 new ones up. There's not a day that goes by, because I committed to myself 30 days. I watched how it exploded my business, and I know that this is what I need to do. Now, in those 10 posts, I'm going to break down the ratio that I think is great, no matter what level you are. If you're brand new, if you're new, or, if you're trying to reach a certain goal. In those 10 host to post, and write this down. I do 6 host to posts a day, or 6 product posts. 6 product posts a day. Okay. I also do 2 potential distributor posts. And I make sure that the posts that I'm getting from people, and I guarantee all of you guys are on a team page, that if you go to the search bar on your team page and you search HAP host to post, that you are going to find instructions that your leader has put in your page. Or you can go to your Connect app, and they released a video yesterday that tells you the basics of host to post. So if you have not watched that video, you need to go do that now, or not now, after this training. So in that 10, I do 10 or 6 product posts, 2 giveaway posts, and 2 potential distributor posts. Now, your giveaway posts can also just be like, you know, if your team does not do giveaways and you're brand new and you're like, I don't know what this is, then that's fine. Okay. Then just do 8 product posts, 2 potential distributor posts. You know, towards the end of last month, I wanted more loyal customers. And so I kind of changed that ratio to what I need. So that instead of getting 6 product posts, I may get 10 product posts up a day. So that is why I love it, because you can totally rearrange it to what you need. I will give you a few tips when you're starting out. Stick with one product. Don't do a hair, skin, and nail post, a cleanse post, a Thermophyte X post. Stick to one product, okay? And this is I'm talking about Facebook right now. And so stick to one product, because you're going to be confused if you have a ton of different products going on. So I'm going to show you an example right now. I'm going to share my screen, and Amber, I want you to excuse me, I want you to tell me if you can see my screen. So this is the product post. This is one image of this tracker. And you guys, these trackers are going to be available to you on the corporate pages. So there's 3 corporate run pages, and I do not know the names of them. So if someone on here does, could put it in the chat. I know that there's a Ruby and Emerald page. And then if you're triple diamond and above, that you're on a corporate page where these are going to be in the files. Cami is going to be working on getting It Works to brand their own tracker to put in our eSuite. So how cool would that be if they kind of take some of these and make up their own for us to use, and you can print it off in the eSuite. But these will be available today. So as you can tell, this is one example of a tracker, and you can make your own, you guys. This is pretty simple. When you ask somebody to host a post for you, and you guys, we're going to be sharing throughout the week scripts and messages and all of the things. We're going to be sharing that for you guys. But today we really just wanted to touch on why you use a tracker and exactly getting into the host to post system. Okay. So this one right here, I would put the name of the person who posts for me, okay? So I asked my sister, hey, Ashley, I am so excited. I just joined It Works yesterday, and I need 10 people to host a post for me. And she's gonna say, what? And I'm gonna say, basically, I'm gonna give you a post to put up, and you're gonna copy and paste it, and you're going to put it up on your wall. And one of the number 1 questions I get is, should people tag me or not? And I honestly, thank you, whoever put that in the comments. I don't care if people tag me, because I don't have where tags go on my wall. My timeline settings are set to where I have to approve it. I don't feel like it messes with the algorithm whether they tag you or not. So if they ask if they want to tag me, I'm like, if you want, you can, but I'm not really worried about, if you want. So she puts that post up, and I'm going to write her name. I'm going to write Ashley. And then I like to highlight. So when somebody tells me they're going to put up a post and I actually see it on their wall, I highlight their name, you guys, because in my mind, I know when I look back on my tracker that the names that are highlighted actually got posts up for me. And that's going to help with your follow-up system. These 1 through 7 numbers are people that comment on the post. You may have more than 7 numbers. If you want to fill out every single name, that is up to you. I did that in the beginning. So when I started February 16th, I started doing that. And then I realized I was taking a lot of time. Okay. I was taking a lot of I was taking a lot of time to fill out the names. And so, you know what? I decided not to. So then going forward, I just would highlight and make individual notes of things I wanted to remember. So like, you know, on February, 18th, Emily put up a product post for me, and I wrote a lot of comments, follow back up every day this week. So that was for my own personal follow-up system. The longer you do this, you're going to find a system that works for you and how you want to follow up. So then these are 8 product posts and 2 giveaway posts. So this is one example of a tracker. This is another example. Okay. This is, follow-up 1. So this has a way where you can check off the follow-ups. Okay. And this has names, and then you could put, there's 2 giveaways, but then you can put what kind of post it is, 1 through 8. This is right here. This is a small one, but this is the one that I love that I use. So shout out to John Alcala, Sherry Lynn's husband, who made this for me. This is the one I use. It's super simple. You can put 2 days on one sheet, product posts, and I just write their names. And then I keep track of all the loyals that I sign from that. So I'm actually going to, once again, these trackers, I emailed them to Cammie, and she is going to put them in the corporate approved page, okay? So that is something that to get started, you do not have to have access to a printer, okay? I know that Staples is closed, all those places. So make your own if you don't have a printer. Go get printer paper, construction paper, go get whatever you need to go get. And I like to use a 3-ring binder, and I keep all of my papers. So like I literally, y'all, I never run out of follow-ups. It's all right here. Amber's got the same thing. And you know what? It is awesome because this notebook follows me everywhere. It goes upstairs when I go upstairs from my office. It goes in the car with me if I'm running errands. It goes everywhere with me. When I travel, it's going to go with me. So I do not leave this out of my sight. My family knows not to touch it. But those of you thinking, oh my gosh, is there a digital way to do this? There can be if you have, this, iPad plus whatever, but let's not get technical. You cannot do it from your iPhone. You can't. You need to go to a paper and pen, and you need to have it you need to have paper trackers, and it needs to be in front of you at all times, okay? So those trackers will help you keep track of who's posting for you. You can also make notes on it if that post has a lot of responses. You can also, write down the names of the people who comment so you know to follow up with them. So before Amber, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, but before I go into that, the initial process is you're asking friends and family to put up a post for you if you're brand new. If your team, I do interaction posts. So, my team does do giveaways. If your team is a team that does giveaways, I put up that initial post and I say, hey, drop an emoji in the comments for a chance to win, for an entry into my giveaway on Friday. So all of my friends will comment emojis, and then I turn around and I send them a message and I say, hey, to get an entry, would you be willing to host a post for us? And they do, okay? They put up a post for me and they tag me, or they don't tag me. If you're told for them not to tag you, do what your leader or your enroller tells you to do, but don't spend too much time on, oh my gosh, should they tag me or should they not? Don't overthink the process. Amber, okay, talk to us real quick about how the tracker has changed everything for you.
So like I mentioned earlier, I'm definitely a person that got overwhelmed in the beginning because I am a checklist person, and I was always wondering, well, did I get 10 up? Did I write everybody's, did I miss a post that somebody put up and didn't tell me? Things like that. So the tracker was great for me to go back, have everybody's name written down, and I know that I'm done for the day. Like I know that I've gotten my 10 up, and those are the 10 that I'm going to focus on. And it also was a reminder for me because I had this happen. I think I had mentioned this to you, Amy. I had someone put a post up for me. Well, ask them to put a post up for me, and they never told me that they put it up. And I just happened to go back to their page, and they had put it up, and there was over 40 comments there that I could have missed. And so this was just a great way for me to be like, okay, I'm going to ask 10 people to post, And then if only 5 of them post for me, I'll write those 5 names down, and then I'm going to ask 10 more. And then, so it was just a way for me to really keep up with how many have I asked or how many have actually posted for me.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So now what I'm going to do is, because I know you guys want to see it, like you want to see kind of, and what I'm talking about. And once again, we're going to share scripts with you guys and all that, like responses. So responses, and that's later in the week, but I just want you guys to kind of visualize what we're talking here. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you the process of what I'm talking about. So we're going to go to Facebook, and my internet might be a little slow, but we're going to go to my page. And this really helps my team learn to visualize it, okay? So I start with something like this. My team is doing an Apple Watch giveaway. This post is what I start with, and then then people comment, and these are the people I'm going to message my responses to. Hey, will you put up a post for me? Okay. And then I'm going to show you examples of what I'm talking about, how host to post can change your business. So I'm going to show you an example of a partner with post. So right here, her name is Brooklyn, and she told me that she wanted an entry into my giveaway. So I gave her, I'm partnering up with my friend Amy, and she's going to give away $900 this week, or a MacBook, okay? That was a giveaway we did. I know not every team does giveaways, but you do not have to do giveaways to be successful in host to post. And Amber, I want you to talk about that in a little bit, about how you don't have to do giveaways. You can just ask your friends through your green light messaging. So all these people right here comment on this post, and those are people that I can become friends with. Over 103 comments, and then they can actually put up a post for me too. So off this post right here, and I'm going to show you the sequence, one of Brooklyn's friends said that she would put up a post for me. So I'm going to show you once again what this looks like. It's just a circle, you guys. It's a cycle. So it was not Alexis. It was, hold on, guys. It was Chrissy. Chrissy put up a cleanse post for me. She had 10 comments. Chrissy is now my friend on Facebook because she commented on Brooklyn's post. And now I am actually getting to be friends with some of Chrissy's friends. And I'm going to message them information about the cleanse because they're interested. But first, I want to make sure we're friends. So I asked them, please add me as a friend so I can send you a message. And then when Joyce added me as a friend, I sent her a message. So what did I do? I put Chrissy's name in my tracker for a product post. I highlighted it when I saw that she posted it. And then I'm gaining friends. So let's go to Chrissy's profile for a minute. Oh, we have 7 mutual friends now. Okay? That's pretty cool that I have 7 mutual friends off of a cleanse post. Did any of these people, I'm going to be quite honest, none of these people joined me as a loyal customer. But let's go take a look at my wall. I am bold about our before and after pictures. I am talking about it works. People know that I love these products. So eventually they're going to comment. So not only will you get quick enrollments on the spot if you're consistent, you're going to expand your network. Since February 16th, I have made 1,700 new friends on Facebook. I am constantly, because I'm so close to 5,000, I'm constantly having to add and delete. You guys, that's never happened in my 6 years of business. I made new friends here and there, but it was nothing like this. Maybe 30 in a new month, 50 in a new month. So this is the reason I love Host to Post, because it is so easy now to talk about our product, show a before and after, and people want to know. People want to know how they can, get my hair, skin, and nails. So I definitely, that is kind of the system. I'll show you one. I showed you a product post. So it's just a cycle, you guys. It starts with you. It starts with you putting up an interaction post, or you can even say, when you join as a brand new distributor, you get samples in your kit. So you can even say, you know, who wants to try my skinny brew? You're going to have so many people comment. And then if you enroll a customer or two off their post, send them one of your free digital, you didn't get a free digital sample, you paid for those samples, but send them a sample from your app. Say, hey, I enrolled 3 customers off your you know, post, and would you like, I'm going to send you a sample of my skinny brew for my, you know, way for me to say thanks. Okay, so that, I mean, so Amber, talk about, you know, how, yes, our team does some giveaways, but talk about how we didn't always do giveaways and people were killing it with host to post. So talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, so there's a couple different ways. If your team is not partnering up together to do big giveaways, it's fine. You can get host to post up, you guys. And I, off the top of my head, can think of 2 ways. What if you kind of did your own giveaway and you have these samples, you have the skinny brew samples, and you could say, you know, put a post up, I'm going to give away a sample at the end of the week. And you can get people to, you know, you can actually do your own drawing. You know, you might have 20 people post for you, but you only have to pick one winner for your samples. And that is a way. And let me throw this in there. A lot of times I get somebody to host a post for me. And when I send them like the Thermophyte X, they're like, wait a minute, I want the details. I want to know what this is about before I post. And they become customer before they even put it up on their page for me. But backtracking, the second way that you can get people to put a post up for you, if you feel like you don't have a giveaway or something to offer, a lot of people just do it out of the kindness of their heart, especially friend, family, warm market. And you'll be surprised how many friends your aunt from Iowa has, or whatever it may be. So if you're on your phone or on your computer, you can go to your Facebook, and specifically on your phone, go to Messenger. And at the bottom here, you just click on people. And it tells you who is active. And that's what we call our green light messaging. Just start going through here and asking people like, hey, I'm really trying to grow my business. I would really appreciate it if you could help me out. Would you mind putting a post up for me? You know, and a lot of people will just do it out of they don't even want anything. They'll just do it because they love you and they want to support you.
That's so true. And that is, oh, go ahead, Amber. I'm sorry.
I had one more thought because I've gotten a lot from this. A customer, somebody that you know loves your product. I know if you're new, you may not feel like you have that now, but if you're trying to regain some momentum, go back to your people who love your products. I have a lady that orders $150 of products every month because she just loves it. She loves everything. She tries everything we have. So why not have her host a post for me? She can interact in the comments like, yes, I love this stuff. It's so amazing. Go to your customers and have them host a post for you.
And in closing in all this, I also want to say those host to posts that, you know, I think sometimes we get so caught up with like, you know, we need the correct potential distributor post. We need this, we need that. You guys, leading with the products is the way to go. That's how I've enrolled the last, you know, 8 of my distributors is through host to post, and they post a post and it blows up. There's 10 comments. Do you know what I go do? I go message that person who posted a post for me, and I tell them, look, let me just tell you what I do. I don't even ask her. I like send a voice message and I say, let me tell you what I do. You can get paid. Look at this post. And I screenshot her post with the comments and I send it to her. So you gotta be that way. You start with the products, but y'all, we close the deal on the opportunity, but the products are the bread and butter to our business, right? That's how, I mean, we gotta have people fall in love with our products. And I think people look at us like, oh my gosh, I can't do what she does, but what we do is so easy. And these people who are hosting a post for us, they're doing what we're doing. So it's up to us for us to go tell them and show them that. So a couple of things that I hope that you took away from today. And Amber, if you have anything else to add, I really want you to kind of chime in. Anyone can do this system. It is going to feel like chaos in the beginning. You are going to be overwhelmed. You might even want to pick up that 3-ring binder and throw it across your room, okay? That's all normal, okay? And you just need to take a deep breath and realize that you put one foot in front of the other. So many people in these comments I've already read saying, oh, they don't work for me. No one commented. I just want to tell you a little something. For 4 days in April, I put up 40 host to posts. Actually, I think it was 43 host to posts. 0 people commented. I had a decision. I could stop or I could keep going. That's why it's so important to always get new ones. The very next day, I enrolled 9 customers, you guys. I went from a 4-day streak in April of enrolling no one and getting 43 host to post up with 0 comments. And then I enrolled 9 customers the next day. Stop telling yourself, because that's what you're doing. You're telling yourself it's not going to work for you. You're telling yourself you can't be Amber. You can't be Amy. You can't be Rachel Jones. You're telling yourself that. This system is for anyone. And I truly believe you are silly if you don't jump on board because you're afraid and you're frozen of how to get started. Your number one thing to do is make a list of 15 to 20 people that you know that love you. If you were sick, they would bring you over chicken noodle soup. And you would, those people that bring you chicken noodle soup, they're gonna put a post for you just like Amber said. You're gonna ask them to put up a host to post for you, and you can find examples of host to post in your team page, I promise. Or go make a post in your team page, and you will get examples of host to post. You're gonna ask those people to put up a post for you, and then you're going to follow the tracker. You're going to follow it. It's as simple as that. And don't quit. If you quit, you're not gonna see the floodgates open. But I promise you, if you don't quit, it may take 4 days, it may take 14, it may take 40 days. You're going to see the rewards of this and being disciplined. So, and then that's really it, you guys. The tracking system is where it's at. Don't try to do this in your head. Don't try to do it saving collections on Facebook. Don't try to do it in the notes section of your phone. You're just not that great. You gotta have a pencil and paper. You gotta keep track and write the names down. Amber, did I miss anything?
I don't think so. What about the collections? Do they know how to kind of organize that?
No, I didn't really go into that because I really, you can save posts to collections, you guys. If somebody, if you go to a post, there's 3 little dots and you can save it into a collection. So I like to save them into Facebook collections, but that's not where it's at. Where it's at is here. And then you can still save them from collections to reference them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And the numbers on the sheet, the numbers on the sheet are just people who commented on the post. You don't have to use that tracker. You don't have to write down all the names. If there's a post that has 15 comments, it may take you, I just realized that I was wasting a lot of time writing that down. So that's why I switched to the other tracker. Okay, I think that is it. You guys, these are all great questions. Remember to tune in tomorrow, and I'm going to get the topic for you. Tomorrow, May 3rd, is Making the Commitment with Host to Post with Sherry Lynn. And she's amazing, obviously, and it's going to rock your socks off what we have planned the rest of the week for you guys. The trackers will be in the corporate pages today, Cammie told me, and your team leaders may already have them too. So ask in your team page, check the files out in your team page, and then also we're gonna work on getting something in our eSuite. It works branded. All right, you guys, have a great day.